you want to make extra money. Maybe you just need a few thousand more just to make ends meet, just to give yourself a little bit of breathing room. I know you, I feel you. And so you look, what's the best side hustle that I can do? And you try all these different things. Have you been there? But none of them just seem to stick. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly the best side hustle that you can work on, hands down. And I dare you to stick to the end of the video to prove me wrong. Now, I'm going to tell you in just a second, and I can almost guarantee that as soon as I do, you're going to want to click away. But like I said, stay till the end and just see. Maybe I'm wrong. And then you can comment in the comments below. So what is it? Is it drop shipping, e-commerce, selling on Takealot, starting a YouTube channel like this, buying and selling things, flipping houses? No. The best side hustle, hands down, I promise you, is, drumroll, you. Cliche, I know, but like I said, just listen. If you would just commit a year, just 12 months, even 3 months, but let's just say if you would just commit to a year to actually treating yourself intentionally as your side hustle, your life would be changed and it would be different because so many things will shift in that time. Now, I'm not just saying, invest in yourself, look after yourself. All of those things are important, but I mean to intentionally treat yourself as the side hustle. Now, will that bring in cash right now or next week? No, but I can guarantee you it's going to bring in far more money and be far bigger of an investment into your life and into yourself and your future business or work, whatever it is, even your workplace, than any other form of side hustle ever will. Now, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 very important points to all of this to bring this together. And let's make sure you stick around for the last one because it's super important. So, number 1, skill stacking, unlimited earning potential. There's no coincidence that the richest people that you will ever come across, they're not busy hustling on the side with multiple different gigs. Yes, they may have multiple streams of income, but they've understand how to make processes and how to put people in place to make those processes essentially run themselves. They've built skills that end up printing money for the rest of their life. In contrary, most side hustles are extremely capped. You can only do so much in the day. You can only flip so many items in a month. Now, I'm not saying people don't make money in these ways, but again, if you treat yourself as the biggest side hustle, then when you do come to these activities, flipping furniture, selling on Takealot, starting a YouTube channel, you'll be so much more equipped on how to connect with the right people, the right audience, and how to actually market that to them, to be able to test different things, to have systems in place for high efficiency, knowing how to source things better to flip. You get the point. So again, point number 1 is build your skills. By building the skills, you become the value. You become the income source. Now, again, maybe you don't want to start your own business, and I wouldn't suggest that everyone does because it's not as easy or the big fantasy that people make it out to be. I would know I had a business for 5 years that ended up failing. But even if you apply the same thing to a full-time job, you become more valuable in that workplace to your colleagues and to your managers and to the owner. So stack those skills. Point number 2, the compounding effect of skills and knowledge. Selling things can make quick cash. Selling things can make quick cash. True. But learning to build websites and code, advertising on Facebook and Google, learning how to close deals, those things are valuable forever and they take time. And just like we all do, we start as little babies, as infants, and we grow and we grow and grow. The same with this knowledge and this wisdom and the experience. It all gets compounded. In a year, you could either have a side hustle that pays 500 Rand or even 5,000 Rand a month, or you could have developed a skill, learned how to communicate that skill, learned how to source the leads and close the leads and nurture them and keep that client for a long time to be able to charge 50,000 Rand to a client. Now, please understand, I'm not saying here that every single person is going to get that to a year, but you get what I'm trying to say. They are 2 very different parts. And if you only take one thing, here's a line for you. Most people waste thousands of hours looking for a side hustle instead of investing that time to become someone who doesn't need one. You can replay that if you need to. And as promised, point number 3, and the reason I said this is the most important is because it's probably one of the biggest mind shifts that you need to have, or changes in your attitude. A side hustle should be a stepping stone, not just a hamster wheel. Same thing, in and out and going and going and going, but actually getting nowhere. The goal isn't just to make money. It's to make extra money that leads to financial freedom. If you build yourself up first, you can launch a real business, even if it is just on the side or with your spare time, and you can stop trading your time for money. For me, this has been very simple to do practically. I've actually gone and spent money on books that I never thought I would, because yes, YouTube like this, you can get so many videos full of value. But people who pay attention. That is quite a famous line, and it's true. The books that I've paid for on marketing, lead generation, conversion, and skills, I for sure learn more from those books. Is it because there's more value? For sure. I mean, someone's put a lot of time into putting it into the book. I can't get that from a single YouTube video, but also I've had to pay, and they weren't cheap, but it's taught me so much. So maybe you need to go out and buy yourself a book, or even download one for free. Maybe it is just watching some YouTube videos. Maybe it's cutting out all the time you spend scrolling on that phone, binge watching that Netflix show. Maybe you got to get up a little bit earlier, but start investing in yourself. And try hang around with people that are doing the same things. Try hang around with more entrepreneurs, start conversations, introduce yourself. So, are you going to go and chase that next trending side hustle? Or are you going to invest the next year into building yourself into someone who doesn't need one? Choice is yours.